This is Left Side of the Brain, and tonight we have two topics we are going to discuss. And before I even get into this topic, let me tell y'all what happened to me, which led me to choose which topic I'm going to discuss. Now, I was weighing between two options, but the reason why I picked this option right here is because some signs were sent to me. Now, a female texted me right during when I was trying to decide which topic I was going to touch on tonight. I'm going to do two videos, mind you. But she gave me the confirmation which led me to pick this topic. Now, the topic I'm going to speak about tonight is women control relationships. Women dictate relationships. They control the flow of relationships. This is tonight's topic. And the reason why I knew that this was the topic that I was supposed to speak about, because that female texted me right when I was trying to decide which topic I was going to discuss. That was all the confirmation I needed. Because what I tell y'all, I'll be like, don't think communication is just through words. Everything communicates, but you have to be sensitive to what is being told to you at the time. You may be in between a decision and a sign might come to you. It could be in the form of a bird, a turtle, anything. You will know it. Once the signal drops, you will know it. Because communication is not just spoken words. It's also signals and symbols as well. So without further ado, let's get into the topic. By the way, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We are at least 15 subscribers away from the 1K mark. So if you listening to this video for the first time, this is a special opportunity for you to subscribe. You will be one of those subscribers who helped us get to the 1,000 mark. Now, let's talk about tonight's topic. Women control relationships. They dictate relationships. Now, it was this female, right? She met me like 2 days ago, and I was in a store. I was in a Dollar Tree, and I was coming up the aisle, and she was coming down the aisle. And she looked at me and she said something like, "Sexy," something like that. She said, "Hey, sexy," something like that. And it shocked me because women usually don't say those type of things out of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? I guess she felt some type of chemistry or something. So I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna play her card. Let me see. So I was like, I played it cool. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she told me her name. I told her my name. One thing led to another. We exchanged phone numbers. So this is what I said to her. I said, "So what you doing tonight? You wanna come over?" She said, I said, "What you doing tonight?" She responded, I forget what she said. And then she said, Why you ask?" And I said, I was like, "Oh, I wasn't doing nothing tonight. I was just saying what was up." She was like, "Nothing really." Then I said, "Well, would you like to come to my house tonight?" And then she said, she made this face, and then she said, "That's kind of creepy." And as soon as she said that, I was like, okay, she's one of these type of females that plays these games. And some of you men, you probably been through this before. And, you know, it's not like I said something that was out of bounds. And I can understand somebody saying, well, maybe she didn't know you and felt like her safety could be at risk and all of that. Okay, even if that was the case, let me tell you something about that. A woman, just like a man, they know, they can read things. You see what I'm saying? That's why they say, I prefer a bad boy or a rebel over a good man. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like, see, she wouldn't have approached me in a sexual manner if she felt threatened. You get what I'm saying? I don't even look like no intimidating type of person or anything like that. And my vibe that I gave wasn't even anything like that. So here's the thing. And when I said it in a, not in no stern manner or anything. I just said it like in a cordial kind of way, with a smile on my face. You see what I'm saying? And you would have to be there to see how it went down. She didn't say no to it. She followed it up by, I'll see. Just text me. I said, okay, I'll text you. So basically, from that point, she opened up the sexual thing. And I played right along with it. Because that's what it's all about anyway. When you're dealing with a female, it's about sex. Anything else, you're wasting your time. So I didn't back down. I did the alpha thing to do. You see, she liked it, but at the same time, in her mind, it was too soon. You see, because it's a game to females. See, if she would have said yes, and say if she came to my house, it would have been too soon. And the game is this. The reason why they control relationships, they are psychic vampires. Females, the reason why they like relationships so much, and the reason why they like to drag things out, because it's a form of psychic vampirism. Walking around, holding hands, going to the movies. It's not about getting to know someone. You see, the female knows that the man desires to have sex. Being that she is weaker, she has a motive as well. Her motive is not to have sex like as soon as the man, although they do, depending on the time, situation, place. It's a lot of other criteria that goes along with that. But I'm trying to stay on subject. I'm speaking primarily in the sense of not if you a entertainer or if she already know you have a lot of money, and there's still certain stipulations around that. But I mean like just being out in public and you meet a female. It's more of a game to her. And she likes the control. She likes, see, if she would have came to my house that night and as soon as she come in the door, I say, take your shoes off. Because I make people take their shoes off when they come into my house. And woman, man, it don't matter. Because I don't like, germs from outside and walking over my carpet and stuff. So, say if she said yes, she obliged and was willing to do what I asked of her. Now, that would be too easy for her. I mean, too easy for me, you see? And it wouldn't be any fun for her. Because in her mind, relationships is more of, remember how we speak about, and all of this is gonna tie in together. Remember how we speak about the ego and how organic portals, it's all about egotism. It's all about revolving around the penis and the vagina. She understands this. See, a lot of time, men don't understand the nature of a female. And me and my brother was having this conversation. And I was telling him that a lot of men don't understand the way women think. That's why they get misled. That's why they get used. That's why women take them for all their money and whatnot. So here's the thing. Women, they like to be in relationships because it's an ego thing. It's like they need their daily fix of vanity. You know what I'm saying? It's like, also, it's a way for them to get resources, quick resources. But it's also a way of vanity, a vanity fix for them. Because vanity to females is like a drug. That's why women, they addicted to their self in a vain kind of way. That's why they always in the mirror, always putting on a different disguise, lipstick, makeup. It's the epitome. Now, not all females are like this, but I'm just saying the majority of them. And it's the epitome of organic portalism. The behavior of a female with the different type of fake attire they put on, mascara, lipstick, eyeliner. It's all about attraction, all about pulling you in. But when they pull you in, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be let down, right? So I'm still continuing the story. Now, I didn't text the girl after I told her that I would. After I said, I'll hit you up. Okay, I didn't text her back. So yesterday she called me. Because in her mind, she was probably thinking, why he didn't call me? Because I was saying to myself, I wasn't about to do that gymnastics and circus act just for some sex. I'm tired of that. And trust me, I've did that before in my younger years. I was never a simp, as they would call it, but I have played the game before. And I'm at the point in my life where I don't have no more time to waste. I'm not that old like that, so don't mistake what I'm saying. But I don't have no time to waste, especially after I dropped that video about the life wristwatch. You know what I'm saying? If we could actually see how much time we had in our life on a wristwatch. Especially after I dropped that video, I don't have a lot of time to waste with no female. Because it's not worth it, number one. And number two, I got better things that I could be doing. One of them things, I could be actually with the female that's willing and ready to make it happen that same day. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all men about women. Women, any woman you meet has had a one-night stand before. Multiple times. So don't think that it's nothing new to her. Now, she will pretend like it is. Trust and believe, man, it's not nothing new to her. It's just a way for her to put on more makeup. You see, when they try to play that brand new virgin game with you, it's a metaphor for how they change their makeup every day and how they take what's up, man? I'm doing good. Yeah, we talked one day. Yeah, it's a metaphor for how they take their makeup off their face and how they switch up their eyelashes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So so what I'm saying is, I kind of got off track. Okay, I remember what I was saying. What I'm saying is, if it don't happen that same night, anything beyond a 24-hour period with the female, if you don't close the deal within 24 hours, any time after that, she's vampiring off of you. She's using mind games and tricknology on you. That's what she's doing. And any second, hour after the initial meeting, it's a cat and mouse game. And chasing a female, you have to get off of your path in life. And like I said, you gambling with your pleasure. I said that in the video, the brainstorming video. Go back to that video. The Hurricane Florence brainstorming video. I spoke about how every time you deal with a female, you are gambling with your pleasure. Okay? Because she's going to play with your emotions every time. And like I said, she could instantly seal the deal, but that would be too easy for her. She want to have fun with you, and she wants you to sweat her, because again, they all about egotism, filling up their empty barrel, and they need somebody to validate them. And here's the thing, while she's wasting your time, a lot of men be like, why, how is it that women can just, because I used to ask this question, how can they just stall sex like that? Don't they have like sexual appetites? Here's the thing, they not stalling. They stalling you like that. They having sex. So that's why it's so easy for them when you meet them. It's easy for them to drag it out like that because they have somebody they sleeping with. And the person they sleeping with, if you consider yourself a straight up good type of person, you can guarantee the dude she's sleeping with, he is totally opposite of you. It's like this. The dude she giving it up to, if you and that dude was in a room together, you and him will be at the point of throwing fists at each other. That's how it always works out. Every girl I ever met and dealt with, and if she got kids, and say of the discussion about, you know, her former boyfriend or baby daddy come up, and I don't really bring this stuff up, and say when she starts opening up to me about it, oh, he in jail, but he in prison. And you be sitting there thinking like, you giving me the third degree, but your baby daddy in prison? And then you see a picture of the baby daddy, his pants sagging. He looked like something from the back alley that the cat drug in. And you be saying to yourself, and you be sitting there scratching your head, why is this? It's because this is how they do men like us. And this is for like the United Souls. See, my information is always for the United Souls. It's not for 1/10 and them. Them meaning trivial humans establishing mayhem. This channel is not for them. This is for the United Souls. Now, the reason why they do us like that, because they are being used as, basically they being used by the agents. Number one, they human prison bars, but they being used by the agents of darkness, because they human prison bars, to dangle an opportunity in front of us and to make us question our manhood. We already questioning our position in his life as non-organic portal males. Now, to make it worse, here comes along an organic portal female to make your situation even that more complex as to why am I going through these things. Well, number one, you have a soul. Number two, she's going to remind you that you have a soul by playing games with you. I've had this happen to me, and then the dude she sleep with, it's like they don't be nothing like how you be thinking. You know, you men who comment on these channels, on the videos, and the women that you deal with, they don't have sex with men like you. They have sex with the opposite type of men. And the things that she require of you, she don't require of them. So this is how you know it's all a game, right? Here's another thing. Women are not all that stuck up about sex like that. They only do that with men with souls. They only act that way with the united souls. Now, case in point, you think women, you know, when they be in those lesbian relationships, when they be in those lesbian relationships, they don't be using sex as a one-up on the partner like they do when they in heterosexual relationships. My eyes open up to that, because when a woman is a lesbian, she don't use sex as a control mechanism for the lesbian partner. But that same lesbian female, if she met, let's say if she deal with men and women, when she deal with a man, she's going to use sex. Oh, all you want is sex. All this. But she won't say that to a lesbian who she only dealing with because she eating her out or something. Yeah, they do this. This is what these women practice, man. But they'll tell you that you are a scumbag for wanting to have sex. Basically, they won't say that out of their mouth, but say if you on a date with a girl and you touch her on the thigh, she'll move your hand or so. Oh, too fast, you're going too fast. She don't do them lesbians like that. Now, do she? No. She don't do those rinky-dinky trivial men like that. But she does you like that. She'll try to pull that stuff with me too. You see what I'm saying? Because they recognize, man, these people are not dumb, man. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and kill two birds with one stone. Okay. These people, no, you know what? I'm gonna save that for the next video. Let me finish this subject. They not dumb. She knows what she's doing. And here's the thing. She pretends like she don't know what the relationship is about. Women are not dumb. A woman knows that a man has a penis and that when he get around a woman, he's going to want to have sex. She knows this. She's not stupid. But like I said, she's trying to change you into something else. Literally, that's the definition of an organic portal. Trying to make you conform outside of your biological nature to behave in another form. So this is why I say women make men be dishonest. Women make men be dishonest because you will be talking to a woman, right? And you know how women, they love to say, oh, I love a man to be honest. But if you be honest with the woman, and if she playing those mind games, she will reject you. She'll act like she got an attitude. You see what I'm saying? If you say something about sex, because to finish the story, the lady that I had met in the Dollar Tree, okay, she had called me twice. I didn't pick up. I purposely didn't pick up. Now, she then sent me a text message. And she was like, hey, is this... She said my name. And then I waited for a little while. Because I was doing something. I was like taking a shower and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait. I ain't about to text her right back now. So then I text her back. And I was like, yeah, how you doing? I said, yeah, it is. She said, this is such and such. I met you at the Dollar Tree. I said, yeah, I know. I was real nonchalant about it in my response. So then she said, oh, okay, I was just saying hello, and you know what I texted back? About 10 minutes later, I texted back. I was like, so what? You trying to get I said, so what? You trying to get laid tonight? And when I said that, I hadn't heard back from that lady yet. Because here's the thing. They don't want you to be blunt and forward and honest. They say they do, but this is where men learn dishonesty from. We learn dishonesty from dealing with females. Because we know as men that when you are dealing with a woman, you can't talk to a woman like you talk to another man. And because women are so... People say that women are all emotional and all of that. I think that's just a cop-out. As a matter of fact, that is a cop-out. Women, they don't know how to handle their emotions, but they understand logic. They understand logic. They may not want to admit logic, especially when they're dealing with a man, because it goes back to that, submission means that you are submitting to the will of the Most High. And they'll never do that, especially with a righteous man. They'll never admit the things that I'm saying in this video, because a woman, number one, under this feminism, she wants to make it appear that her worth with a man is more than just sex, when really she knows that it is. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if she thought really that her worth with a man was more than sex, she wouldn't try to hold on to it so tightly when dealing with a man. That's letting you know that she understands that her most precious possession that she can give a man is sex. So she already knows this. So what I'm saying is, they know the game better than we do. Women know the game. They sexually mature faster than men. Women, they start growing breasts at 11 years old, sometimes earlier than that, when men are just starting to understand their sexuality. Men, we bloom later than females when it comes to sexuality, and that goes back to the birth and death ratio. And men die more in wars, so women have to be sexually mature before men in order to keep the birth and death ratio at a compatible ratio, so we won't die out on the planet, you see. So they understand everything. Even in this video, they understand, but they will deny it, because also women, because they are a sexual thing for men, they have to base their hierarchy upon their sexual power. So their sexual value means a lot to them, because a woman may say it all she want to say it, like feeling like she's sexually liberated or whatever, but a female feels dirty and skanky when she sleeps around with a lot of men. She does. She feels dirty. Her attitude changes. But that's another subject, because I was going to do a video one time about the psyche, what happens to the psyche of a female when she has sex. But that's another subject for another time. I might do that. This channel is really not a female channel. I do talk about things like that, but I try to keep everything in the scope of what we deal with. Souls, us versus them. But this is something that's pertinent to it, because a lot of men are being misled, and a woman is the main character that is used in the chess game of us versus them, especially as it relates to men of the united soul. brigade. I just made that up. So especially as it relates to us, you see what I'm saying? And we don't understand this because, and it's not something that you get overnight. You see what I'm saying? It requires experience, trial and error, but eventually you will begin to catch on and connect the dots. Because I see a lot of men all the time, like where I'm at right now, a lot of people out on dates. You really think these men are interested with walking around a lake with a female? Come on. I don't be interested in that. I'm not interested in holding hands, talking to no woman. Now, mind you, this is how I deal with women. If you vampiring off of me, then it's no fun. If I'm taking you out to eat, if we going out and I'm not getting nothing out of it, because I know when I met you that I wanted to have sex with you. If I'm speaking to you as a female and we out in public, I know the reason why I'm speaking to you. Now, if I don't know you from a can of paint, you know, men already knowing the nature of a woman, you will be dishonest just to get with the female. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to just come out your mouth and say, damn, I want to fuck you right now. I want to do this. I want to, you know, if you don't, especially if you don't have the rank or the status, and if you unsure about yourself. Now, sometimes you can do that with women, but you got to know how to pick your poison, like they say. You got to know how to fill it out. So let's just say you can't really fill a lady out like that. That's not going to be the first thing you say. So what's going to happen is you're going to end up playing the game. And as soon as you start playing the game with the female, you are already losing. Let me repeat that. As soon as you start playing the game with a female, you are already losing. You cannot defeat a woman in a mind game. She is the lord of mind games, because she already knows what she is and she already knows what you after. So it's not like you tricking her or deceiving her. You're not. She's seen it. She's heard it all before. And it's just her deciding when she wants to have sex. You can take a girl out on 1,000,000 dates. It don't matter. The dinner, the romantic dinner, the conversation, the chemistry, none of that stuff don't matter. It's all up to her. If she's horny enough, she's